Well, I may be currently making a really bad decision. I am on my way to the middle of nowhere, Indiana, to buy one of the most clapped out cars that I've ever purchased. It doesn't run or drive. In fact, it doesn't even roll. It has 4 flat tires and it doesn't even have a title. So when I stumbled across this car on Marketplace for $280, I just had to, here we are on our way. Seriously though, when you're watching videos or reading whatever about buying a project car, they always say, make sure you start with the most car that you can afford. And at this juncture in life, $280 is about the most project car I can afford. So this might be a gamble, might be a bad decision. I don't know if this car is restorable or, you know, the no title thing, how that will affect what I do with it. It might end up being a parts car. It might end up being like a drag strip car. Maybe I can somehow get a title one day. I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm buying it no matter what for the price. I mean, I already rented a trailer for $50 and I'm driving 3 hours to go get it. So I'm pretty much committed. So I'm just going to enjoy this nice, beautiful drive through southern Illinois and southern Indiana. And we'll see what kind of decision that I just made real soon. Oh, yeah. Here she is. Look at that. Maybe it got pulled out of a lake. Maybe it was in the woods. I don't know. But I mean, this car's very rough. But for $280, don't know if I'm mine. Check it out. Manual transmission. This interior isn't even, like, destroyed. Huh. The tires may be a little bit past their prime. The paint definitely needs a buff. Might have an exhaust issue over there. I mean, that's cherry. Oof. That's not cherry. So I'll be looking for one of those if you have one for sale. I don't know. don't know if I'm going to be getting parts for this car or selling parts of this car, but I think for what I paid for it, I don't care. Ooh. There's probably some stuff living in there. Just gonna shut that for now. Hopefully these wheels are still okay by the time I get this thing on a trailer like this. I didn't bring any backup wheels or tires. The guy said that the back wheels don't even roll right now, so I don't know what we're gonna do. That should be interesting. But man, overall, first impressions, is it a piece of crap? Yeah. Do I care? I don't think so. All right, now to figure out how to get this thing loaded up and back home and then off the trailer again. I don't know how much of that I'm going to film, because once the owner of the car gets here, I don't really think I'm going to be doing filming, just because. Neat. I'm very concerned about the process that we're going to take to get this car on this trailer, but at the same time, I'm also grateful for the help. Well, it wasn't easy, but it's on. Back to the garage. The damnedest thing just happened. As I'm pulling out of the place where I stopped to get some food, this lady goes, "Hey!" I'm like, what? She's like, "Can I take a picture of your car?" I just laughed. Okay. I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. Well, I made it home. Gave it my best attempt to get it off the trailer with my four-wheeler, and that didn't really work out. Just spun all four tires. So I had to phone a friend who had a winch who helped me get it off. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened to that footage, but that doesn't matter anyway. It was pretty uneventful. The good news is, it's down, and somehow through putting this thing on a trailer and getting it off with this tire and wheel situation, managed to not destroy the wheels, which could be the most valuable thing on this car. Before I do anything with this car, it's gonna need the old hotshot fogger. There's a ecosystem of insects living in there, and I'm just gonna throw one of these in here. Let that do its thing. Also have some fur-bearing wildlife living in there. I'm just hoping that they just leave on their own.
And you can see that those critters have done some damage, especially right here. And those wires, they are pretty munched up. So we have some rodent damage. We have a little bit of rust on the bottom. You know, it's not flawless. The guy I got it from literally said that the car was buried when he got it. So it's bound to have a little bit of decay. So I got some decisions to make on what to do with this car. I mean, I obviously got to look it over a little bit better. I don't think I'm going to be doing that this week. I'm just going to let that fogger do its thing. I got to circle back around to the Corvette and get that master cylinder knocked out this weekend. But I do know that I definitely want to at least get some used tires, throw on that thing, do a really good interior and exterior detail on it, because I mean, that thing's going to be like before and after detail video gold right there. So I don't know, I might just clean it up and sell it that way. I might make it a long-term project, but I definitely have some thinking to do. What do you think I should do with it? I mean, I'm definitely not going to do a full restoration back to original. It's either going to be kind of like a ratty driver, a clean and flip, or like a supercharged 3800 swap and something to take to the track and have fun with. I think this car would be a real good addition to the channel. If I don't get rid of it, it's definitely going to be one of those long-term projects, because it's got a lot. I don't know. Sell it, rat rod, race car. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, I would be honored if you would subscribe to the channel to see what happens with this Fiero and to see what happens on some of the other project vehicles that I have going on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.